Good afternoon, everyone. This is EAM 799, Module 14 by Henry Williams. We wanted to look at how this course has impacted me and my thought processes and my professional disposition as it relates to technology in the school district. Some things that we want to think about or ponder, if you will, is how is the technology in our district available and accessible by teachers? And if it is available, we want to think about to what degree. Also, we want to see if it's available for the students in the same vein and to what degree it's available to the students. We know that even as of now, some individuals do not have access to Wi-Fi at home. Our district has went to one-to-one. We have computers for everybody, but what good is a computer if the child takes it home and has no access to Wi-Fi? And that's something we're working on with hotspots. And there's a few grants out there that we're trying to access those funds to help us buy Wi-Fi for the students. We look at what parents and the caregivers. We learned a few things from the pandemic. A lot of times, the parents were using the students' devices. We just have to get that message out to parents that those are for the students to further their education. Look at what administrators have, and I think for the most part of our administrators did have access to Wi-Fi and devices. However, with support staff, sometimes, again, they run into some of the same problems that students run into. Some of the teachers run into that same problem too, whether or not they have Wi-Fi in their area. Again, our district has reached out to FTC and some other providers to make sure that there is access and access is available. There are supports in place. We have some numbers and some contact that the parents can reach out to and get Wi-Fi at a discount rate, if not out and outright free from certain providers. Then we went into thinking about the futuristic thinking. One of the things we did talk about, or the 3 assignments from this course that gave me pause to think about how are we going to be in the future. And that was the technology plan critique, the Module 5 toolbox assignment, and the South Carolina report card presentation. Looking at the technology plan critique, I understand that a lot really goes into it. In order to get a plan moving or going and have you, is that you want to establish a who, a what, a when, a where, and a how. And to boil that down and put it simply, you want to involve your stakeholders. If you got your stakeholders involved, come up with a plan because you can better meet the needs of your community, your students, your teachers, your administrators. Again, don't be afraid to reach outside. Look at bigger districts, smaller districts, districts of about the same size. Find out what they have in place, what plans they have in place, because there's no need to reinvent the wheel if you can borrow some terrific ideas from other school systems. And last but not least, you want to conduct some research. You want to go out and see. You want to look at your budgets. How much money do you have? How much money will you need? Funding sources. Where are you going to get this money from? And one of the things that that I enjoy was Module 5 was toolbox assignment. It was a good assignment because it was called Padlet. And what Padlet does is it almost gives you like a virtual wall that you can post information to. And I think that's one of the biggest things when you start talking about technology and the future, how you're going to use it, what you're going to use it for. And this is a great opportunity to share or communicate with the stakeholders involved. They get to see who you are and some of the things that you're doing. And it's an easy to read format, which is, I think is critical. It should be smooth and seamless when you're communicating with your communities, because everybody doesn't have the same level or degree of education. One of the assignments I did enjoy was the report card assignment. And what we did was we just took two of the criterias on a report card because, as always, schools get graded. Just like in industry, you want to find out where your strengths, your weaknesses are. And I looked at two things in particular: our college and career readiness and our academic achievements overall. But as you can see, the report card reflects a few points. Again, academic achievement, preparing for success, your English learners, graduation rate, college and career readiness, of course, and your school climate. These are scored at certain points, and that's how you get your points. Right now, I think our district, the school I'm in, we have a below average, but we're gonna fix that. We're gonna make that a lot better. This time I would always say, do we have any question? If so, this ends my presentations. If you have any information, please feel free to contact me.